Looks like we're live.
I think we might be live. I got to watch waiting for my Facebook page to pop up and see who's on there, but we very well could be live. I should be sharing right now. You seeing my screen there, Eric?
I do.
You do. I just lost you. Excellent. All good. It says it's paused. Zoom share. All right, cool. Well, we should see the feed here in a minute. We should be fully live. Everybody, thanks for watching us here and joining. I've asked my buddy Eric to come in here because I'm sure we're going to have some questions, and I really want to make this totally interactive and get folks to participate. So Eric's in here. He's one of my good friends, and if you guys are posting stuff up on Facebook, I'll be able to read those, and he's going to talk a little bit. But as we go through this, kind of what drew me to this is I'm really kind of aggravated about what's going on. But all of you guys know me pretty well, at least most of my Facebook friends. And my wife and my family, my 3 kids, we travel all of the time. And I believe in the month of August alone, we went to France, we went to Spain, we went to Mexico. We go all over the place. And one of the things that's challenging is really trying to be able to afford to do it. And I have found something that has absolutely been a game changer for us in our travels. But we love to travel. We went down to, back in July, a year ago, we went down to Cabo. All 3 of the kids got to learn how to go surfing. We were down in Cabo as well. And we stayed at a 5-star Westin property, that big, beautiful arched, it's kind of orange sand duney. It looks like it belongs in down in the desert Southwest. That hotel, that place was absolutely spectacular. And, you know, I'm traveling all the time. This is just a really cool flight. We actually got to be on our very first. You want to talk about emotion and something that's exceptional for your kids to be able to participate in. We got lucky flying back from one of our trips from San Francisco to Bozeman, and we got an Airbus 319. If you look back in the back here, there's this one dude as the flight attendant. Other than that, it's me and my 2 kids. We had a private flight from San Francisco all the way back to Bozeman on an Airbus United Airlines. Absolutely. The kids will never forget that. They still talk about Dad got us on a private jet from San Francisco. It was so cool. Here we are down in once again, this is down in, I think this one is Kauai, at a restaurant down in Kauai. The kids were actually doing magic tricks, going around to the tables of the people in the restaurant. Well, I had a Bloody Mary, and they were out there doing magic tricks, and we're there first thing in the morning, Kanapali. We're down on the beach. We ended up going out, swimming in the pools, hanging out in the ocean, just doing tons of stuff. And a lot of you guys know this May, I went down and spent 20 days in Peru. This is just being able to go travel there, and granted, in this place we're actually staying in some huts, and I don't know if you're going to find any huts on this platform, but in order to get to the Amazon River and go upriver and stay in the huts, of course you had to stay in Lima. We had to stay in Iquitos, and staying in all those places, it's expensive. And I found a much more effective way to do that, and a cheaper way to do it, and it's free. Let's keep that in mind. Part of the other thing is getting out with the kids, just going out and going all over the place. My kids, all 3 of them actually play sports. Many of you all know Walker is a big time ski racer. He skis for GMBS. He's all over the country. He travels everywhere. But all 3 kids play soccer. And as we're traveling as a team and where we're going, the cost is absolutely ridiculous. It is so expensive to go down to Salt Lake City, and for us to go even to Helena and some of these big tournaments, and we're traveling all over the place. And to find a way that makes it cost effective as a parent and parent of athletes, this was really something special that Eric shared with me, and I'm glad I can share it with you guys. And then once again, we get back into the moments. This is just one of those classic, awesome photos. I kind of wish the bear was real and could give him a good slap in the face. That would be kind of funny, I think. But this is up in Kalispell, up by Glacier National Park. And, you know, I'm going to tell a little story here, and we're going to jump into stuff in a minute. But over 4th of July week, my one son was over with the grandparents in Iowa, and my wife was working, and my daughter was at home, and I couldn't get her off of Roku and stop. She's watching YouTube, watching other people play games. Gaming, she wasn't even playing games. She was watching other people, trying to weasel my phone from me. And I threw my hands up in the air. I said, I can't believe this. And so I looked at the flights for, and a lot of you guys know I work for United Airlines. So I do, it's pretty inexpensive for me to go fly and travel around, but the travel, the rental cars, the hotels, the resorts, all of that costs money once we land on the ground. But we had 80 seats on that flight leaving from Bozeman to San Francisco on July 4th. So I grabbed my daughter, we got on a plane, we flew to San Francisco, we watched fireworks over the bay. We drove over the Golden Gate Bridge the next day, and we went to Muir Woods. And my girl was I think she was going to cry. She's never seen trees like this. She's never seen anything this incredible. And it was awesome that I had the ability to go take her and do this. But what wasn't awesome is how much it cost to go stay in the hotels in San Francisco. I wish I had had this platform back in July, because I would have saved half as much money and stayed in the exact same places. Here we are again, flying. A lot of times we jump in, we get first class. That's kind of cool. This is another, we just went down to, and this is a real story. I think Eric and I are going to talk about this one. This is the Langomar, Westin Langomar down in Cancun. We just went there in July of 2019. I think we paid a little over $4,000 to stay there for a week, is about what the cost was. Wait till you see how cheap this place is, using the exact same place, exact rooms. They cost us $4,000. Wait till you see what it costs using this travel platform that is completely free and completely free to use, and it's free to sign up. You're going to be blown away. So thanks for joining. Here we are. This is the memories. Watching this dude, check this out. He's got 3 drinks and a bottle and a beer on his head, and he walks through the bar, and this is how he delivers it to you. I don't know how the guy does it, but it's absolutely phenomenal. But the kids just were tripping on this. They thought it was the greatest thing out there. Getting to go see Tulum, going down to the Mayan Riviera as a family. It's extraordinary. Being able to go travel, and a lot of people, it's just, we kind of work our butts off all year long, day after day, and we're all sitting there wishing for our vacation time, our next trip. And many families can only make one trip a year. When you get one trip like this, it's amazing, where you go stand on these ruins and check out all this. I watch Ancient Aliens. It's one of my favorite shows. There's been a lot about these ruins down there from that show. So I wanted to go check it out. And here's another flight. This is the Polaris business class in United. We flew from Newark overseas over to Spain, went over to Madrid and over to Barcelona, and got to fly in the Polaris sleeper cabin with beds in it. Absolutely amazing little trip. Here we are in the foothills of wine country in Spain. My kid carrying my wife through the streets of some castle area. Absolutely amazing. The travel is great. Now, here is what made me angry, and this is why I want to hear some comments from you guys and kind of get things going. I'm going to let Eric do some talking here in just a minute, but basically, these two companies, Expedia and Booking Holdings, owns every one of these travel sites. We all think that they are basically independent, cheap, discount sites, and they're not. They're owned by 2 companies. There's no real competition, and they are all absolute retail pricing. What we have access to free is a search engine. Instead of using one of these, you use the search engine that we have, and you get wholesale pricing, the exact same inventory, wholesale pricing. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let Eric chat, and I'm going to go log on to Facebook here and see if anybody's got any comments, see how we're doing with the Facebook Live side, and we'll check it out from there. I don't hear you there, Eric. You might still be muted.
All right. How are we doing now? All right. Well, thanks. Now you're muted.
I muted myself. I'm gonna go look at Facebook, see if we got any comments coming in, and
well, here's so if you guys want to make a comment, so here's my question. I love listening to your memories, right? And as I was thinking about travel, I've got 8 children, and the best, obviously traveling with a family of 10 is a whole different budgetary concern compared to 2 or 4 or 6. And so it limits our options. That's why I found this, and why I wanted to share this with Eric, because I knew he was always traveling. And so I said, dude, you gotta check this thing out, right? And as he mentioned, it's just free. It's a free site, but it's invite only, and you have to be invited to participate in it. And there's some technicality as to why that is, but for the sake of time, we'll leave that alone for now. But so basically, how you get access to this is you get a membership, a free travel membership to this website, and I'll show you the deals here in a second. And but if you guys could comment, like where, even if you're doing this on the recording later, as we were talking about this, I'm like, my favorite memories of being a dad, actually even in our marriage, is all when we were traveling somewhere, right? It's all about experiences, right? We work, we work hard to make money, not to pay the stinking bills. We work hard to be able to go do stuff and cool stuff and have experiences and make memories. And so this whole thing just makes travel affordable. So we're not really selling anything. We're just trying to educate you that it's available, because there's nothing to buy even if you want to. You just have to ask for a free code. And I don't know how many. Eric has a few that he can give away as a member every month, and so he has a few left. And so you just ask him for one, and he'll get you one as long as he got some left. And if he runs out this month, he can put you on a waiting list for next month and get you taken care of. But so I just want to show you some of these deals. So it's kind of wild. Like my favorite travel memory of all time has to do with Orlando. And so put any suggestions in here, places you want me to show. And Eric, you can watch the Facebook and see if people have questions or they want me to show something else while I'm kind of being a tour guide here. But I wanted to start with Orlando. I got to share my screen.
I've got one so far that somebody wants to go to live. It's but I don't think we're gonna have anything for him, because we really need I think he needs a tent or a camper. He wants to go to Arches National Park. There's not a lot of lodging in Arches National Park. It's for backpacking and camping.
Yeah.
So give us some places that you'd like to travel, like New York or Zurich or Cabo or somewhere like that. Yeah.
Go
ahead and type those in the comments so we can go live with you on it.
Or put your comment. Where's your favorite travel memory from? Where did it happen? Right? Everyone usually has a few that stand out. So mine happened at Disney World. We went down to Disney World 2009. We're walking after a long day, and my son leans up against me as we're getting ready to get in our spot to watch the fireworks at Magic Kingdom. And he leans in, he goes, "Dad, I think this is the best day of my whole life." And I was like, all the work and all the things it took to get there and all the money we spent was like instantly worth it, right? Because I'm like, I just had the most, like, the epic 5 minutes walking in the, basking in the moment of that. But so if you guys are seeing my screen, I think what you're looking at is so this is a booking engine that you get access to, but you can't see it publicly. You have to have a membership to see it, okay? And so I pulled up Orlando, and what you're seeing here is I searched these dates. So as you can tell on top, there's hotels, cruises, cars, flights, weeks. We'll talk about that. That's pretty awesome. Activities. You could book your Disney tickets, or your take an airboat ride to watch alligators in Everglades, whatever. It's all this stuff is in here. Everything travel related is in here. But right now I'm looking at hotels. I just want to show you, and we're just going to show you guys a couple deals. Obviously, when you get your own platform, you can play around and look at things that are interested in you for you. But so this is in this is when we're actually looking at going to Disney World, because one of my kids marches in a band, and they're going to be performing at Disney World. So we're going to go down there. So I could stay at this. So if you see this, what you're looking at here is, okay, let's just take the top one. It's rated by the highest percentage savings. So Sheraton Orlando North Hotel. Okay. I'm not sure where that is, but obviously it's a smoking deal. So if we compare public prices, it's $1,774 on Expedia, right? $1,774 on Hotwire. You'll notice the price is almost identical. Why do you suppose that is? It goes back to what Eric said earlier. The game is rigged. like they control the perception of online pricing because they literally own all the websites. And right. And so Expedia Group and basically Priceline's parent company, Booking Holdings, control all the pricing perception. So you're like, well, how could it be that much cheaper? It's because you don't have access to see prices different than that because they control all the online pricing. It's crazy. So here's that price for that hotel for those, March 28th through April 4th. Here you can see our savings is $1,024. So I could book that right now for $686.
Yeah.
I mean,
you see why I'm mad? You see why this,
crazy.
how much money I have dumped. I mean, I'm all over the world. I'm all over the place. I travel all the time. And this is the kind of money we've been dumping because what does my wife like to go do? She likes to go to Expedia and Priceline and Travelocity. And she thinks she's getting, sorry, Pepper, but she thinks she's getting a killer deal. And we haven't been. And it's actually moved us to do quite a bit more Airbnbs because they've been a little bit more price friendly than staying in these places. But God, these resorts, the amenities, everything that's there. Sorry, keep talking, but I do have another one. We just got a live one that came in when you're done.
Okay.
Athens, Greece. Greece.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go there.
And
okay, so here's the other thing. Time.
I do have a friend from Greece on here right now. Laura, I'll give Laura a shout out. I just saw her in Watch Party. She lives in Greece.
She can tell us what if the hotels are nice or not. Maybe she'll know when we look at it.
Yeah, she might know. Yeah.
Here's I don't know if you're like this. You said your wife does Expedia. Our game would be we'd sit there both with a laptop in bed and we'd have 10 tabs open each.
For how many hours? How long
2
do we
hours
do this?
a time.
Hours searching. It's crazy.
To save $40.
We've lost our mind.
Yeah. And then you don't book it because you're like, oh, let's wait till tomorrow. And then tomorrow all the prices change because the algorithms know you were looking. So they jack the prices up because they know that you're coming back for a second time.
And they do know. I went to Peru, like I said, and I get messages almost weekly from bookings.com. Hey, we see a great deal down in Lima. You want to go back? I get those all the time.
You said Athens, right?
Athens, Greece. Yeah. That's somebody typed that in.
That's that person.
Laura just said I'm here, so she's watching. Okay, and she says, Laura, "Ask me about Athens." So,
Laura, when's the nice time of year to go there? When should we go? What date?
Where should we go in Athens, Laura?
What date?
Or what date? Give us some dates, Laura. There's a little delay on it. She might give us some dates here. That means I have to entertain you while we wait for her to come up with some dates.
Here, let me switch to something else I was going to show. So you like to ski. So I looked this up ahead of time. You mentioned Salt Lake while you're talking.
We're the ski group. You bet.
Right. So look at this. So this is Salt Lake in February, late February, perfect time, right? So this is the Westgate. I've never been there. It looks nice.
It's beautiful. I've been there. Yeah.
Okay. So Westgate Park City Resort and Spa, 4 stars. It's $2,800 for the 7 days. Anywhere else, $2,900. Here it's $1,774.
Yeah.
So
and what did I probably pay? I probably paid more than the 28. I probably paid 35.
So something like this, people always wonder, like, well, what's the catch? Well, the catch is they're not spending any money on advertising. It's all word of mouth, invite only. So the only way you can get access to this, you have to be invited in. So they're not spending. Expedia and Booking Holdings spent over 10 billion with a B on advertising last year. That's the reason why all those website names, Trivago and this and that. Like the reason you know it is because they forced it into your consciousness because they spend gobs of money on advertising like crazy. We don't have to spend anything on advertising. It's just word of mouth and let people know this is out there, right? So it's a totally like subversive, disruptive model to the travel industry because we're giving away the secrets. We're giving people access for free.
Yeah.
So
well, there's some memberships I could grab off my bookshelf right here in Spirito. There's some membership here. I'll grab that real quick. I'll show you guys while you look that up. It's April to the end of September. So spring of 2020. April, those are the kinds of things I'm getting for Athens, Greece right now. A couple of people are asking for them. And I want to grab something because I want to show you these memberships are to get access to this are in upwards of $10,000 annually or $2,500 monthly. And I get those invites regularly because they think I'm an idiot and I'll join them. But I'm going to grab one while you do that.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
saved
yeah.
these actually. I just got
Very
to
cool.
dig through my bookshelf.
All right. So okay, Athens is pulling up. So as you can see, it's live. It's pulling up live prices. That's why it takes a little bit. Okay, so this is late April. So we got Hotel Grand, Wyndham Grand Athens. So these are 5-star, 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 4-star. Pretty nice places, I'm sure. So okay, so we got $1,500 savings here.
Here,
The
I just got
Wyndham
this in the mail. You
498.
keep going with what you're doing. Oh, you can't see my
Oh yeah,
screen, can you?
yeah, yeah. I see it. I see it.
Oh, you did. You did see
Well,
that.
oh no,
Yeah,
no, it's not on the screen. It's just on a little video thing.
little
But
card. Yep, it's on the little video there, not the big
okay,
screen. So that's this. I just got this in the mail. Remember, this is free, but to get access to this kind of stuff, this is what you typically have to pay. Can you guys see the?
yeah,
Yeah, right there. There's the amount right there.
$2,500. Crazy.
$2,500 a month to get access to these types of prices. So they are out there. They're out there for the
Yeah.
elite. We're giving you elite for free. No catch. No catch.
I feel elite. So okay, so see if your friend comments. Does she know of any of these hotels? They look pretty nice to me. I don't know. I've never been there, but
The Grand Bretagne,
yeah,
Bretagne. Is that on there?
yeah, it's the top one.
Oh,
Yeah.
the top one. She says she goes, that's amazing. That's what she says. That one's amazing.
All right, so it's $4,300 on all these websites, and I could push select right now and book a room for $2,227. It's totally stupid. It just doesn't make it. That's why people have a hard time. They're like, "Is this for real?" Okay, let me show you. Let's click select room. Right, I could book it right now. This is live. This isn't a demo, right? So
Yeah,
obviously,
you guys will see this in the Facebook feed on the replay.
yeah, there's different rooms. Obviously, just like normal, you can select, double, king, queen, breakfast included, not, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, so that's Athens. And then, okay, see if there's any other comments in there. Okay, so we saw Park City.
Laura just says, wow. Pat says they've actually used this platform as well and have saved quite a bit.
Oh, cool.
Nobody else yet. I've got 23. They are scrolling down. Yeah, folks, if you're joining us, we're just showing you that right live right now, some of these crazy places that you can stay that are ridiculously, it's the same place we pay retail for, but these are wholesale prices.
And we're just two guys who like to travel with our kids and realize most people are kind of like us. And this is invite only. You can't. So we're just trying to put the word out to make you realize you can get access to this for free. But you have to be invited by somebody. So that's the whole point of why we're doing this. Is like, there's no catch. There's nothing to buy. There's nothing. It's free access to savings. It's a whole different business model in the world of travel. That's all. But look at this one, Grand Mayan. Okay, let me zoom that in. This is in Cancun area, Riviera Maya. The Grand Mayan, $370. That's not per night. That's not per person. That's for 7 nights total. It's $53 a night for a 5-star resort in Cancun on the beach. That leaves a lot of room for tequila.
Yeah. Yes, there is. And by the way, when Eric says he travels with his kids, did you tell everybody how many kids you have?
They probably blocked it out because it created a trauma for them. I have 8 children.
8 is enough.
And
the man has 8 kids. I've got 3
type,
and I'm losing my mind.
I had them on purpose with the same woman. That makes it even crazier.
Yeah, there's not a mixed family here. They're all 8, same lady, 8 kids.
Yeah. And I'm not Mormon or Catholic, so it's not a religious thing. I just like kids, and we just wanted to have a big family, so we did. So, but okay, so that's just, there's stuff like this all over the world. Like, look, I'll just drop down menu. Anywhere in the world, give me a bucket list. Tell me a bucket list location of somewhere crazy, like, somewhere you'd never go unless it was a screaming deal. That would be.
We've got Laura again goes Kuala Lumpur, Kuala Lumpur.
Kuala Lumpur. Okay.
I don't know where that is.
How would I look it up according to you? All right. Get a clue for us geography challenge people as to what. Let's start with country and then let's narrow it down. So, I mean, I know that it may be a region. So, what would be the region? Because that might not be listed as a country.
I mean, I've
what's the
got
region
friends.
that it's-
I'd love to go to Sydney or Melbourne, Australia.
Well, I know how to spell that. I can figure that out.
Yeah.
So, okay, where? Okay, Sydney. Okay, Sydney is in
It's
what?
in it's
Gold
in
Coast.
that would be no, it would be Queen. I want to say I I don't know.
Poll the audience. Where the heck's Sydney?
Pull the audience.
I mean-
Where's Sydney, Australia? Well, wait a minute. I've got a better idea.
Okay, so while you're doing that, okay,
Hey
look at
Siri,
this.
what
Let's go to Vegas.
territory is Sydney, Australia in? New South Wales.
All right, I wouldn't have guessed that one. Okay, I'll come back. I'll go back there. Look at this. So let's say Vegas, total common place to go, right? So this is right after
I've got a
Christmas.
friend on right now, Lion. He's from Vegas. He used to live in Vegas. I think he's still on. He may not. I'm not sure whether he's playing hooky at work, but he's from Vegas. He lived there for many years. So maybe he'll tell us if any of these are good.
So I just did this between Christmas and New Year's on purpose. Like that's about as challenging of a time to find a deal as you can get, right? So this is, what do we got? Westgate, 4 stars, 31% off. The Palms.
That's nice. I've been there.
Right, 330. Trump, 5-star Trump, $600 off the Trump, $1,400 for a week. That's pretty screaming. $180 a night. So, yeah. Anyway, so even there aren't blackout dates. There's nothing. It's just, obviously it's supply demand like anything in travel. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to mention too, the hotels are crazy deals. Cars are crazy deals. Cruises on here, flights are a little hit and miss. Like flights, international flights particularly, can be really good deals. Sometimes domestic flights is not really much different than anything else. So, but the real stars of the show are like these week-long stays in the hotels for sure. But what did I put? Oh, Italy.
Oh yeah, love Italy.
That's our next dream anniversary trip. So I thought I don't know, a lot of people like that. So this is the week. Okay, 7 nights, $449, $64 a night for a 4-star resort in wherever that is, Italy. Can't read it. Okay, let me go back to what we were looking up. We were looking at Australia.
Yeah, somebody wanted to go to, or I did. I wanted to go to Sydney.
Okay, well, let's do
New
this.
South Wales.
All right, let's see what's shaking in Sydney. I was looking at the weeks tab before. That's why I couldn't. It's a little different search function in the weeks than it is hotels. But we'll see what's going on in Sydney. Anyone list their
I've got Kuala Lumpur's in Malaysia. Somebody was asking about Pakistan. Can we share this with Canadians? Yeah, Canadians are welcome to join.
Okay.
It is this platform is available to people in over 150 countries. So
not only can you travel to anywhere in the world, you can originate from. This is available to anyone from any country in the world, basically. Obviously, it has to speak English to use it because it's not translated into 50 languages or anything. But yeah, right. Yeah, I know you got friends all over the world, so yeah, anyone can have access to it. Doesn't matter. Okay, so here we are, New South Wales. Let's see, Courtyard Marriott, $266 off. Here's a 5-star. So here, I think it's like, it depends on your travel style, right? Some people look at these deals and be like, hey, I could just flat out save money. Other people be like, I could stay at a way cooler place for the same money. It kind of depends how what's your style, right? And here's a 5-star. If you're like, man, I'd love to stay in 5-star places for 3-star prices. Okay, here's your deal.
That gives you access to the St. Regis's and the Ritz-Carltons and things like that. that you would never. I mean, I haven't ever stayed at a St. Regis or Ritz-Carlton. They're too much money. I'd like to,
Yeah.
and I will now. So for the price that I was paying for the, the Holiday Inn Express, I can now stay at the St. Regis or the the Ritz-Carlton, which I would love to go do that. That's cool. I think one of them's even got your own butler for
Oh yeah.
the Holiday Inn Express price. So yeah,
I personally would rather just go on twice as many trips for the same money. That's kind of my style, right? Like
yeah.
I
This opens up more trips. It allows you to take more than one family vacation. You can take 2 or 3 a year,
but the reason, like when I first thought of you, is all the sports travel, right? Like it's nice, like vacation travel is one thing, but like a lot of our travel has been, we got to go to a wedding, or you got to chase the kids around the countryside for sports, and you got to grab hotels, and just everyday travel, not like dream trip, anniversary trip kind of stuff.
And for me, that's every weekend. If I'm not
I
if I'm
know.
not traveling, it's every weekend that we've got soccer, more soccer, more soccer, ski race,
Right.
ski race, ski race, ski race. We may have, maybe out of an entire 12-month period, we might have 8 weekends where that we are not in hotels in Pocatello, Salt Lake City, Billings, and even going back and forth to visit my kid in Burlington. I mean, I stay in the hotels, the La Quinta. That was an example. I found that La Quinta that I stay in that's real close to the airport. It's got a shuttle up in Burlington, Vermont. I usually pay 98 to 120 bucks for it. And the other day it was $67 on this site. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how it's that cheap, but I've been spending 98, 120 bucks every time I go stay there.
Holy cow. Well,
And same thing with car rentals. I've been renting cars. I rent cars out of Burlington all the time. And the other day it was 175 bucks. And that was the cheapest with like Budget or Alamo or something like that. I even use my Wizard number, which I've got like the no stand in line Wizard number from Avis. And Avis usually gives me the best deal. But the best deal I could find, whichever it was, I don't remember which car carrier it was 174, $176. I went and found the car on this, 98 bucks. The cheapest I could find it on the rental sites, 174, 172, something like that, $98 on this. And that included all taxes and all airport fees. It wasn't like when I checked out, the price got jacked up by another 60 bucks.
okay. So how do you want people to interact with you to get like whatever codes you got left? Like you want them just to PM you, or what do you want people to do?
Yeah, the best thing to do, because this is going to be recorded too, is to PM me. Just just private message me on it. The other thing you can do, certainly, it's just harder for me to scroll through all the comments, is you could write "hook me up." Just put "hook me up" in it, and I'll send you a free code. I might need your email address or cell phone number to generate the code if I don't already have it. A lot of you guys that are friends on Facebook with me, I have your email address. I have your cell phone number, but I've got to put something in the little search engine, the little engine to generate the code, and then I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link to the website so you can sign up. All it's going to ask you for is no credit card ever. It's going to ask you for your a username, a password, and it's going to also ask you to put in a couple other little things in there. So you just have a membership. And it's important when you get this, and I'll remind you, it's important that you bookmark the website. You bookmark the website because it is a website that you have to sign into. You have to use a username and password to get into this. And I've had a couple people contact me. I've given out 65 of these so far. I've had a couple people contact me and they've forgotten what the website is and what their username and password is. So make sure you remember, you bookmark the website so you don't go to Travelocity and Expedia and get ripped off. Bookmark it and log in with your username and password and enjoy the savings. It's awesome.
One thing
and I
too
get, and to be full disclosure, I mean, I'll tell them, I get a little kickback. I'm saving you money. And I only get a little kickback only if I save you money. And if you don't save money, I don't get a kickback. It's that easy.
Yep. Yeah. So the whole business model, the whole company, in case people are wondering, like, what's the deal?
Because it's kind of like Uber, but with a commission on it.
Well, it's kind of like if we can give you a better experience and better prices, you're likely to use it. And so, and if you're not going to use it, right? If we can't beat Expedia's prices, you're going to go book on Expedia, right? That's all there is to it.
Yeah,
And
I
so
would.
Expedia is free, and so is this. The difference is this is, you got to get behind the curtain with a login, right? So we're just giving away the logins, but yeah, we're just paid to refer people to it and no one has to buy anything. They just have to use it if they like it, right? So I wanted to point out too, I know Airbnb is, you mentioned it, really popular. There's over 300,000 homes in here, just total Airbnb style, probably a lot of the same inventory. I don't know. So there is that access. If someone's really gotten into the Airbnb way of traveling, you can totally do that. But these
And the lifestyle, you can book zip line tours and deep sea fishing and all this other stuff to go actually have fun if you want to have fun too with the lifestyle side of it.
So I'm kind of freaking out. I've been waiting to say, look at this. Palace of the Golden Horses. $214 for a week. It's a 5-star. Look at that place.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Like Malaysia wasn't on my list, but it might have to be now. Like that's just craziness. It looks, I mean, so it's okay. So sometimes these weeks, they're not just a hotel room. Sometimes they're like a 2-bedroom apartment or things that you can get. They're like 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, sleep 6, sleep 8. So you could take a whole family and all that kind of stuff. So it's super cool stuff. Like these deals, there's all over the place. And so back to the model thing. It's kind of like. And by the way, if you're someone who you're into having a side gig, you mentioned Uber. If someone's doing stuff on the side just to make some extra money, you can do this. You can give this away for people for free and help them save money. And the company gives you some referrals for giving it out for free to people. So it's super cool.
Yeah, that's a whole nother, we're not going to really talk about that on that. I mean, we're really here to just focus on this. But honestly, if you want to do a little side hustle, those of you that know me, I've done some direct sales, and I sell some medical equipment and a variety of some stuff I've done other than corporate training. But I've got a team and I've got the stuff in place to make this super easy for you, super easy. But we would, that's a side conversation. Just reach out to me and say just business, and I'll send you some information. You can watch some videos, but that's completely separate. Sure. This is all no BS, none. It's just free, no catch, nothing. But if anybody'd like to make an extra $500,000 a month, just fiddle farting around, just send me a message that says business, and we'll have an offline discussion about that.
Yep. Well, is there any other suggestions coming through that people want to see? Otherwise, maybe we've done enough. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they get the idea here. Let me go back to.
They can play it. I mean, they can play around once they have their own code for sure, and just check it out. But, and by the way, there's a full service
relatively new other than Pakistan. Just Pakistan. That's the only one I see there.
There's a full service travel agency behind the scenes. So if you've got a group or someone wants to plan a destination wedding or a group cruise or any of that kind of stuff, there's like live human beings that answer the phone that speak English that you can talk to behind the scenes.
For real. They really are. They'll put together dive trips for you. They'll put together weddings. They'll take care of all of it. It is a concierge service that is at the highest level, and it doesn't cost anything. Their job is to totally hook you up. They're planners. And when you sign up, I automatically send you a document that says how to maximize this site. And that document has their 1-800 number, their direct line in it. And so I give you that right after I get you the code. If anybody's on here that I forgot to do that with, private message me and let me know.
All right, man. Well,
that's it, brother.
Well, thanks for letting me come on and share. I'm excited. I know you got a lot of people love to travel, and I'm just glad that you guys are saving some money, because I know you guys, most of your
most of our money's going to academies right now in soccer tournaments, and yeah, we're bleeding it right now for sure. But really, I really want to thank you, Eric, for helping me out so that I could read all these and we could stay totally interactive. And this will remind you guys, if I go live again, folks, get on this and join us live. That way you can ask questions and participate. I can call your name out. We can all have fun. But once again, everybody that's on right now, it looks like there's 31 people. Just type in live so that folks know who was on live. And anybody that's going to be watching this later, make sure you just type in replay. I want to know that you replayed, and it's also a little self-serving. I'll tell you why, because Facebook's algorithm, the way it works, they want to see comments on this page. So even if you're watching this as it's recorded, just type in replay and then send me a private message and we're good. That way, Facebook doesn't just totally nuke this and wipe it off the planet. So help me out on that one too, please.
Yeah, right. For sure.
Cool.
Thanks for having me on. It's fun to hang out with you.
It was fun. We'll catch up later. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Eric.
Okay. Catch you later. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.